Magic Tree House, a Merlin Mission, Seasons of the Sandstorms, Chapter 3, Mammon. Annie stuck her head out of the tree house window. Hey, she called. Shh, said Jack, pulling her back in. Don't let them see us up here. It's too hard to explain the tree house. Let's go down. Good point, said Annie. She handed Merlin's letter to Jack and started down the rope ladder. Jack grabbed his shoulder bag. He put the letter inside. Then he added the research book and the rhyme book. He slung the leather bag across his chest and climbed down. When he stepped onto the ground, Jack twisted the rope ladder behind the tree trunk so it wouldn't be noticed. Okay, he said to Annie. Hey, Annie called again, waving. She and Jack stepped out to the open. The camel riders headed toward the palm trees. The man in the lead made his camel kneel. As he climbed off, Jack and Annie ran over to him. The man wore a long white robe. He had a black beard and stone dark eyes. Who are you? He asked, unsmiling. From where do you come? I am Annie, and this is my brother Jack, said Annie. Our home is far away in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania. I have not heard of such a place, the man said. How do you come to be here in this desert alone? Jack didn't know what to say. We were riding with our family, Annie said. We stopped to rest here. My brother and I took a nap behind these trees. When we woke up, everyone was gone. They left us by mistake. See, we have a really big family. There are many brothers and sisters. Annie, said Jack. She was saying too much, he thought. The man looked concerned. Why have they not come back for you? He said, gazing out at the desert. I hope they have not been attacked by bandits. Are there bandits around here? Asked Annie. There are many bandits prowling the desert, said the man. Jack looked anxiously around the vast sandy plain. That is why one must always travel with others, said the man. But I hope your family is safe and will return for you soon. Excuse me, Annie said politely. But who are you? How did you happen to come here? I am a merchant, the man said. My caravan was traveling from the west when we were surprised by a sudden sandstorm. It seemed to come from nowhere, but luckily it brought us to this oasis. We will rest and water our animals until the sun goes down. In the cool of the night, we will travel to Baghdad. The caravan leader walked over to his men and spoke to them. They dismounted and started taking saddlebags off the camels. Annie turned to Jack. See, our rhyme worked, she whispered. The sandstorm was a magic. It brought them here on their way to Baghdad. But how can we get them to help us? Said Jack. Well, Merlin said we should be humble. So let's offer to help them, said Annie. She walked over to the caravan leader. He was filling canvas bucket with water from a small spring. Excuse me, said Annie. We wondered if we could help you. The man gave her a quick smile. Thank you. Yes, he said. If you could gather dates, it would be most appreciated. My men are very hungry. He handed Annie two large baskets. No problem, said Annie. We will gather dates. Annie carried the baskets to Jack. Do you know what is date? She whispered. We are supposed to gather some. We will look it up, said Jack, with his back to the camel riders. He pulled their research book out of his bag and looked up the dates. He read, dates are known as the fruit of desert. They hang in the branches from date palms. People gather dates by shaking the trunk of the tree. Not only are dates an important food, but the wood and the leaves of the date palm are used to make. Okay, got it, interrupted Annie, putting the baskets down. Let's start shaking the trees. Jack put the book away and looked around for the first time. He noticed bunches of brown fruit hanging from the trees. He grabbed the hold of the nearest tree trunk and he grabbed the trunk from the other side. Together they shook the tree until dates began to fall to the ground. In the desert heat, Jack and Annie went from tree to tree, shaking one and gathering the dates that fell to the ground. By the time they had filled their baskets, the Jack were casting long shadows over the oasis. We have to meet with the Caliph. The camel riders chuckled as if they thought Annie was making a joke. Only Mamoon did not laugh. Your family is to meet with the Caliph, he said. No, said Annie. Just Jack and me. We have to help him spread wisdom to the world. Annie, mourned Jack. The camel riders laughed loudly. What's so funny? Annie asked. The Caliph does not meet with the children, said a young man. He is the most powerful and important person in the world. Oh, said Annie, frowning. The news worried Jack too. Mammon looked at Annie and Jack with a curious expression. Night will be soon be upon us. Since your family has not yet returned, would you like to travel with us to Baghdad? He said. You have journeyed by camel this far. I trust you can ride camels the rest of the way. Sure we can, said Annie. We love camels. We do, thought Jack. Good. We love our ships of the desert, too, said Mamoon. We will sail on them soon. So that's what ships of the desert are. Annie whispered to Jack. Camels, thought Jack. Oh, brother. Wait for the next part. Till then, bye.